Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm Brandon with Fold Up Games and you're watching the ADHD Game Dev channel. So, this is another of my confessional dev log diary entry type things. Since I had done the previous video about getting onto ADHD meds, I want to talk about what it's like getting off of it and what things are like with me so far. This is not a disclaimer. This is the truth. Do not even remotely consider getting on or trying anything that's not been prescribed to you. This is serious, serious stuff. It will mess with your brain. It will mess with your life. Follow your doctor's instructions. Seriously, that is not a disclaimer. That's a fact. And anything I have to say is just my experience. You'll notice, look at me, I'm bouncing. There's a big difference between me off of the meds and me on the meds. I'll say that right now. I found that after the lead-up period getting onto the meds, they wanted me to double up on the dosage, kind of increase if there was no side effects. Well, I was having side effects. I was having the initial getting on med side effects of being dizzy as heck and sleepy and couldn't think very well, just exhausted, basically like just drained entirely when I tried to double up. So I had to stay on single dose, and I found that the effectiveness of it just kind of went away when they were working. And it was like a brief period of time when I really found some good results from ADHD meds. It made me do like this. Just, hi, I'm listening to you. I'm calm and I'm clear. My child had even said it to me that I was paying attention and talking instead of everywhere, and it's rare that I would be able to do that. And oh man, kind of a dagger to the heart. I know it was a compliment, but I was like, crap, am I so bad? That's what drove me to want to continue on and keep trying, just for the sake of being able to stop and pay attention to my kids. So anyway, yeah, I have kids. I know, who in the world would bring in more of my spawn into the world, but here we are. So getting off the meds was because they weren't being life-changing, they weren't being effective, and I did find that when I would get hungry, like around lunchtime, I was getting dizzy. That was new. Started getting dizzy. I was like, screw this, it's just not worth it. So I started trying to taper off on that. I was doing this without consulting with my doctor on it. Probably should have let him know about it, but the meds that I was on was considered pretty mild and easily tolerated, so I didn't worry about it too much, but I probably should have put in a phone call. But I did start tapering off, and that did not work. Oh, that did not work. When I missed a day, when I went back on, I got startup symptoms again of dizziness and tiredness. I'm like, well, dang, this is not worth it. I gotta just stop. And I wasn't on that huge of a dosage anyway, so I didn't think it was a problem. But this has been a few days, and I had gotten really tired, just like I would have to take naps throughout the day a couple times. And in case you can't notice, ADHD kind of back with vengeance, probably worse than before. I think that's temporary. I was also being grumpy, so I was told. So trying not to be any of those things. I like the fact that on meds I was able to just stop and kind of pay attention. But if they worked, but it didn't work consistently for me, not enough to make it worthwhile. I was hoping to, I don't know, be able to enjoy all the benefits of my superpowered brain while being able to stop and pay attention and to finish a task. I did find the other day that I sat down and was working on making a board game, not a video game. I was making a board game, and when I looked at the time at which I had started versus when I said, "Oh, I need to eat dinner," my wife goes, "Do you know what time it is?" I said, "No." She covered up the clock and go, "What time do you think it is?" I've been sitting there for 11 hours. 11 hours I've been doing that. That's what you call hyper-focus. I had stopped a couple times and had gone on a quick walk or something like that. But pretty much I had been working on that project for 11 hours. I didn't realize it. That's something that can happen when you get into a project, even with an ADHD brain. But the last few days, I haven't been able to focus for a very long time. Like, I'll have meetings, and if I have a meeting that goes over an hour, I'm cooked. there's no way I will be jumping up and down. I've had to move my desk up into my standing desk position because I just gotten out of some long meetings, and it's rough, you guys. It's rough right now, but I will get through it. Anyway, I feel like I've been prattling on, but that's what I do on my diary entries. You signed up for it, and you're here. If you didn't sign up for it, if you didn't subscribe, my channel has fewer subscribers than I think I would hope to, and I would appreciate if you would subscribe. Thank you for that. And I do appreciate you popping in and listening to these rambling rants. If you have any questions for me, or if anything I missed here, I'd be happy to answer. I don't want to talk about what medicine I was on because I don't think that's appropriate. And I don't want to be giving out anything remotely like medical advice. I'm just sharing my experiences about what life has been like with and without ADHD meds and things like that. But in other news, I am starting another video game project. I think I've been trying to get myself into a work mode where I really am willing to sink my teeth in and commit to a time period of working on something. And that means I need to be sure that I want to do that. So I haven't 100% committed yet. But I'm trying to, and I'm also in an adjustment period right now, getting off meds. So that's been weird. So I do think that ADHD for me is a big part of my creative superpower, and it's part of my brain and who I am as a person. And I think that in a society when you're always encouraging people to kind of, hey, be true to yourself and things, it's hard to know, first of all, who you are. And I think I found out something about myself, and I don't think that I should have to medicate who I am. I don't think I should hide it, and I don't think I should mask it for other people's convenience. I think I should be able to be me. If you feel like, hey, I want to be able to be me, then I think I should have that space too. I should be able to be me, even if it means I'm bouncing around. I know I'm bouncing around. I don't want to be bouncing around. It's not my intention to, but I'm trying to understand me better and to accept me instead of fighting who I am as a person. And it's all part of the same thing. A big part of having an ADHD type brain is that you're able to make correlations and connections in random ways, in a nonlinear kind of way that neurotypical people might struggle to do. And I've said it before, I'll say it again. I've never read or heard anybody say it, but this is my observation. I find that the ADHDers are phenomenally intuitive, that they've already made 12 different connections and have, I'll get halfway down the road on finishing a project before somebody has finished a meeting to try to talk about how to start it. And I'm just sitting there going, why are you so slow? So when it kicks in and when it works and when it does what you want it to, your brain can be just incredible. And it makes you an absolute beast about creative stuff. You can rock it. You are incredible. You are truly incredible. It has downsides. You can't use your superpowers all the time, and you have to live with you, and other people do too. But I don't think you should have to change who you are or medicate it away. And nobody asked me to do it. Nobody made me do it. I wanted to try it myself. That was my choice. I did that on my own. I'm a grown-up. I can decide that on my own with nobody telling me that. And I chose to start, and I chose to stop. But I do think things that are messing with your brain, medicine like that, it's kind of a big thing. It's kind of a big thing to say, I'm going to take a pill and I'm going to permit it to mess with my brain. This is who I am. I don't think I want anything messing with it anymore. So I'll get over this hyper weirdness right now. I think this is temporary. I hope this is temporary because I am up to 11 right now, you guys. But anyway, I'm sorry. Talking too long and apologizing for no reason. But anyway, I just wanted you to see me and to get what it's like on and off and to be honest about it and to let you witness, here it is. So make some smart decisions on your own. But anyway, hey, be awesome. And thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Bye now.